Hello. This presentation is being put on by the North Jersey Junior Lacrosse League for the 2025 season as it relates to player eligibility. This presentation is designed for both North Jersey Junior Lacrosse League coaches and Garden State Lacrosse Officials Association referees. So before we get started, there's some documents you should be familiar with: the National Federation of High School Sports Boys Lacrosse Rulebook, the USA Lacrosse Boys Youth Rules, and the North Jersey Junior Lacrosse Playing Rules. These documents listed here can all be found on the league website at njlacrosse.com/rules. So now, as far as player eligibility, the first thing that's important to understand is player eligibility is not a referee or an official's issue. This is strictly between the coaches, and it is each team's head coach's responsibility to make sure that any player that they allow on the field is eligible to be on the field. So, for the last few seasons, the North Jersey Junior Lacrosse League has had an age maximum per grade level. We do play by grade level, not by U level. But for example, if an 8th grade player turns 15 prior to March 1st of this season, they're not eligible to play. Now, it is important to note that this date here is 6 months more lenient than USA Lacrosse when it comes to their U14. For USA Lacrosse, if a player turned 15 prior to September 1st, 2025, they would be ineligible to play. And what that means is a player could be 14 all through the season, 14 in July, 14 in August, and if on August 31st they turn 15, by USA Lacrosse rules, they're ineligible for U14 play. But by our league rules, they're eligible for this season because of the March 1st deadline. Now, the only place that this becomes critical is in 8th grade, because if a 3rd grader is too old, they have to play with the 4th graders and so on up the ladder. But if an 8th grader does not meet the age cutoff, there is nothing we can do to get that player on the field for the season. There is no appeal process. There's no exceptions made. Now, a player that's in high school, regardless of their age, is ineligible. So if there's a player from a town that does not have a high school program, because that's really the only place this would apply, and let's say they're in 9th grade, but they make the age qualification for this, they're not eligible to play. If they're in high school, it doesn't matter that they're age eligible. They're ineligible to play in the league. And again, the head coach is responsible to make sure that everybody on their roster is compliant. So we also have a rule about playing up. USA Lacrosse has something they call the 24-month rule. And basically what it says is that players are not supposed to be on the field if they're more than 24 months apart in age. The league has written the rule this way: a player is allowed to play up one grade level. Now, that's not an issue, big issue, for programs that have a team at every grade level: a 4th grade team, a 5th grade team, a 6th grade team, a 7th grade team, an 8th grade team. Where it can be a big issue are for the programs that have a combined 3rd and 4th grade team, a combined 5th and 6th grade team, and a combined 7th and 8th grade team. Because what that means then is, because a player can only play up one grade level, a 6th grader cannot play on a combined 7th and 8th grade team. A 6th grader could play on a 7th grade only team, but they cannot play in the same team with 8th graders. As such, a 4th grader cannot play on a 5th and 6th grade team, and a 2nd grader cannot play on a 3rd and 4th grade team. And again, it's the coach's responsibility to comply with the rule. And under no circumstances are players ever allowed to play down a grade level. So when it comes to the leading issues that lead to coaches or officials being sued, there's two primary things. One is gross negligence, and the other is lack of training. Now, what could be considered gross negligence? Well, I would hope that most coaches and officials have taken advantage of the New Jersey Little League law. It's a law that states if a coach or an official has taken an approved course, that if something goes wrong, they will have civil immunity in most cases unless they're grossly negligent. One example of gross negligence, though, could be that a coach allowed the player to be on the field that wasn't eligible to be on the field. And as we move forward, the league website also has this link, which is specific to the 2025 season. And we also have a YouTube channel where there's more videos like this about the 2025 season. So again, if you have any questions about player eligibility, I suggest you bring them to your program director. Your program director can bring them to your conference coordinator. Have a great day.